What is going on, everybody? My name is McCrollin and I'm on my way to the dealership to try out a GSXS 1000F. I have had my eye on this particular motorcycle for a little over 2 years now, and I really want to try it. I've looked at a lot of different possibilities, but I've come to the conclusion that more of the semi-upright city bike type of seating position is best for me, because I've been riding my Hyosung GT650, which we're on today, since 2018, I think. It's actually been a couple of years now, and I feel like this type of sitting position, a little bit lean forward, mostly upright, matches me better. It's a personal preference of mine. I rode my my Yamaha XV535, I think it's called. I'll put a picture up. It's this thing. I rode that for like about an hour the other month, and my back was just done after an hour of riding. Whereas on this bike, the other day I rode around with my buddy of mine. We rode around for like 4 hours and there was no issue. So I'm fairly convinced that this city bike kind of a setup is the way to go for me. So that's why I've been looking at the GSXS 1000F, because I am a huge fan of sports bikes, the way they look. I absolutely love that. So that is why I have found this amazing hybrid, and I've seen a lot of people online calling it a sports touring, but then I checked out Suzuki's own description of it, and they distinctly say it is not a sports touring. It is a more comfortable sports bike, and that is also why Suzuki themselves don't provide any luggage add-ons for the bike at all, but you can get those third-party if you want. And I do think I want saddlebags. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of with the GSXS 1000F is the front of it. I'll try to remember to put up a picture of what it looks like, but to me, if you see it from dead on, like straight ahead, it kind of looks like an overgrown scooter. And I'm not really a fan of that. There are rumors, I don't know if they're rumors, but according to the World Wide Web, there is a GSXS 1000T coming out, and a lot of motorcycle homepages have theorized that this might mean touring. So there might be a touring version of this bike coming out next year. Just to see if I even need to keep thinking about this T version, I'm gonna go try the F version today, and yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys in a little bit when I jump on the Suzuki. Here we are, the GSXS 1000F. These nice guys at Colding MC let me take it for a spin. So let's see what kind of trouble we can get into here. Let's start out nice and easy here. Make sure we don't honk the horn instead of blinking. I've had that problem on some of the bikes I've ridden in the past. Sounds very nice. Seating position is a little different from my my Hyosung. Still quite upright. Feels very nice. Let's go down a sec and see how we handle the roundabout. Oh, I am a fan of this. This feels good already. Handles the corners like a fucking champ. Normally when I go through an entire roundabout, it doesn't really feel that great on my own bike. This thing has no problem whatsoever. Let's take it on the highway, because I'm curious how this thing feels on the highway. There's not really much of a shield on this, but I want to try the highway. It can only be a better experience than riding my own bike. Alright, One 130. Let's calm down. All right, so turns out that I am in love. I'm in 6th gear, and it just wants to power through, dude. All right, so I don't know if you can hear me right now, but this is actually quite good. And I think the windshield is actually, yeah, up until like upper chest, it's removing all the air from me. Alright, this thing fucking goes, dude. 206. Alright, I'm not trying to get any speeding tickets here today. I just wanted really to feel what it can do. It didn't even max out, man. It felt like it could keep going and going, no problem at all. Boom, 140. So let's get off here and let's do some city riding. Very smooth through the gears. Finding neutral is very easy. What about seating position? So I'm 6'1", and both my feet are flat on the ground here, so that's pretty good. Don't know if you can see that. Very nice and stable. This thing is fantastic. Okay, just let me tell you, this thing is great. We're gonna hit the city up here in a minute or so, and we're gonna see how it feels in the city, because going fast, not a problem. And I obviously knew it wasn't gonna be a problem going fast on this thing. It's a 1000. I mean, it's 150 horsepower. It's not an issue for it going fast. I don't know what's a good gear for turning. On my bike, I feel like 2nd is a great gear for turning, but on this it doesn't fucking matter. It really doesn't matter, dude. I'm literally cruising through town in 5th and there's no issues. I usually have to be in, like, I don't know, 3rd and keep it over 3K just for it not to stall on me. And I know my bar is very low for what a bike is able to do, because my own bike is such a piece of shit. But this, it just feels like a whole nother world. You see me? He saw me. Alright, we're good. Alright, so we're in 1st here, we're chilling. There's no jankiness. I mean, there's a little bit of jank, of course, when you start opening up in 1st, but that's more or less to be expected with any bike, I think, that has this kind of power. It's not bad at all. It's much better than my Hyosung, which has like 80 horsepowers, and yeah. Oh, doggo. Bye bye, doggo. Right now, I am thoroughly impressed with this bike. Yeah, so the point of going is right there. See, I honked the horn because I was trying to get the indicator. So on my own bike, the horn is much lower. Alright, so I messed that up. Fair enough, that's on me. And I honked in the middle of the city. GT versus the T versus this one. So he said the GT that's coming out, it's gonna be like a touring thing. The price point of the GT was gonna be more than 50% more than this thing. Yeah, that's a little much if you ask me. I can make this. This is not red yet. So that's a little much for me. So I might just consider getting this thing if that price point, if it comes out that the price point is right around there. He talked about the GT version, which I haven't heard about or read anything about, but I have read about a T version. If that price point is close to what he was talking about, like almost 1.5 times this bike, I'm definitely not going to get it. I'm not going to make a decision just yet, even though this bike is fantastic. It has a seating position I like. It has the more than enough acceleration, which I like. Wasn't terrible riding on the highway with it, but it wasn't as good as I had hoped. And I'm thinking that for it to be as good as I had hoped, I might have to get some kind of a touring or adventure bike. Maybe more in the lines of touring, I think. I have high hopes for the T version that's coming out, and hopefully the price point is kind of close to this guy. But I can definitely see that if it's not close to this, I could buy this bike. But I'm a big fan of what just happened. I have the biggest smile on my face right now. I can't say much other than I'm absolutely sold on this bike. Dude, look at this. I might just be like stupid, but this is blowing my mind right now. I'm going 55. When I hit the throttle for the 6th, there's no stuttering, there's no roll off. It's just, let's go. All right, you want to go? Okay, let's go. Let's fucking go. Okay, you got it. It's just so obedient. I don't know how to put it. So I've seen it's a one push start. So you just you don't have to hold it. You just click it once, and it just makes sure that it starts up the bike for you. No issues. Sounds great in idle. Let's give it some love. You can't say that doesn't sound fucking gorgeous. God damn. I didn't think that I would be this happy at this moment in time right now, but I'm fucking loving it. And now that I've figured out the clutch, that it starts so early, it's so easy. You just get the bike rolling on just the clutch. It just goes. On my own bike, I have to give it a little love with the gas just to get it rolling so it doesn't stall. But this, it will literally and easily start rolling with nothing but the clutch, which is amazing. And once again, I know that I'm comparing this with like an subpar brand of bikes. Let's just go forth. Like easily taking the, like I'm almost stopped and I'm just taking a turn in 4th gear? What is happening? This is not possible on my bike. I love it. I'm absolutely fucking sold. So I'm gonna buy this bike if the newer versions are crazy expensive. This might be the thing for me. Yeah, even like going the speed limit, which is of course the only thing I ever do. It feels nice and steady and chill, and it's easy to hold. It doesn't feel like it wants to drop down or speed up. It just kind of stays there. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm hugely impressed, and I'm definitely getting a GSXS 1000. One of these models I'm definitely getting. This has been an absolute pleasure so far. Let's get this bad boy back to dealership before it runs out of gas. This bike is great. I can't even put it into words. I'm stumped. This is everything I'm looking for. This is everything that I'm looking for. The upright seating position, the smoothness of the accelerator, the maneuverability, everything is just great. I can be whatever fucking gear I want, and it's smooth all the way through. I have never had that to this degree on a bike before. I am absolutely blown away by this bike. That was pretty good, I think. A little long-winded, maybe I went off on a bit of a tangent here and there, but it might be fine. It might be fine.